Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a get ready with me. But you guys first look at my hair. I'm so glad that I finally got it done. I got it cut a little bit different and colored black this time, which I'm in love with. But you guys first, I'm going to be doing my skincare. I'll be using the Shiseido Ultimate Eye Power Infusing Eye Concentrate, just to make sure my concealer won't crease and, to give me those anti-aging benefits. And then to moisturize my face, I'll be using the Lancome Energy Divine Moisturizing Gel, which is really awesome because it won't change the texture of your foundation. It has a really good watery gel texture, so it dries pretty fast as well. And then for my primer, I'll be using the Master Prime from Maybelline. This is a Blur Plus Redness Control, but honestly, I don't feel like it did anything for the redness control, but it did do a good job at making my skin feel a little bit softer and blurring it. And then I'll be using the MAC Painterly Paint Pot to prime my eyes and get them color corrected. And then after I'm finished blending that, I'm going to be setting it with Max Blanc Type, which is a really good white matte shade. And then going into my Urban Decay Naked Pot, I'm going to be using the shade Naked, which is a really pretty light cool tone brown with my Morphe M441. And I'm going to be applying that and blending that through my inner corner crease all the way to the outer V section. And then going back to my Naked Pot, I'm going to be using the shade Buck with my Morphe M433. I'm going to be placing that in the outer corner V section. I'm going to be kind of tapping this color into the outer section and then blending it in little circle motions. But I'm going to be majorly placing this color in the outer section and a little bit higher up in the crease. And then to add a little bit of shimmer to my eyes, I'm going to be going into the Makeup Forever Artist 9 eyeshadow palette. I'm going to be using the top right shade, which is called ME512. You guys, this shade is sold by itself, so if you need to buy it by itself, go ahead. But to make it show up a little bit more, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Makeup Setting Spray. I'm going to spray it on just a random kind of placement brush, and then dip the brush into the pan, and then I'm going to kind of swipe it on the eyelid. I just feel like when you spray your brush, it makes it show up a little bit better, but pretty much I'm going to be placing this everywhere on the mobile eyelid. I'm not going to place this into the crease. I'm going to keep it kind of tight to the lash line. And then next I'm going to apply a little bit more of Buck in the outer corner V section. And then after I'm finished blending Buck out, I'm going to apply the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. And then to blend the concealer out, I'm going to be using the Airbrush 57 from Sephora Collection. Now that I'm finished blending the concealer, I'm going to apply the Born This Way foundation from Too Faced. I seriously love this foundation so much. I'm going to be applying it with the Sigma F80. This is probably my favorite foundation brush. And then to add a little bit more coverage, I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Concealer. I'm going to be applying this in the T-zone area, then a little bit under my eyes. And then I'm going to be using my damp Beauty Blender to blend it out. When I first got this concealer a few years ago, I honestly didn't really like it, but I kind of started using it a little bit recently, and I've actually really enjoyed it. I don't know if my skin type has changed or what, but I actually like this concealer now. And then before my face has a chance to crease, I'm going to be setting it with Coty Airspun powder. I always dump this upside down and use the lid as like a little palette. I'm pretty much going to pack the majority of that in my under eye section and then take the powder from my under eye and set the rest of my face with it. I'm pretty much like baking my eyes but not my face. Why am I always so messy with my powder? I am such a hot mess. Since I applied so much powder, I'm going to be using the Caudalie Grape Water Soothing Setting Spray. I like to use this on top of powder so it makes the powder not look so cakey and so texturized on my skin. It helps pull the powder in and look a little bit more natural. And then to get the shape of my eyebrow going, I'm going to be using the Sephora Collection Eyebrow Pencil. I have this in the shade Neutral Gray Brown. And then to set my brows, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo in the shade Dark Brown. Now that my brows are done, I'm going to start contouring my face. I'm going to be using Anastasia's Fawn with my Sephora Collection Angled Contour Brush 75. Next, I'm going to be adding a little bit of the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Bronzer. I'm going to be applying that with my Sephora Collection brush number 49. Next, I'm going to add a little bit of the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Perfecting Veil. Even though this is like a setting powder, I'm going to use a little bit of this to add a little bit more coverage. Next, I'm going to be going in with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Setting Powder. I'm going to put a little bit of the Incandescent Light Powder shade under my eye. I love this because it makes the under eyes look a little bit more radiant. And then going back into my Naked Pot, I'm going to use the shade Naked and I'm going to apply that to the bottom lash line. I'm pretty much going to apply that in the full bottom lash line section and then apply Buck in the outer corner to kind of buff it out and make it a little bit more smoky. To finish off my eyes, I'm going to apply the Makeup Forever Smoky Extravagant Mascara. You guys, look at how amazing this looks on my eyes. It looks like I have false lashes on, but I don't. And then to add more highlight to my cheeks, I'm going to be applying the Anastasia Starlight Illuminator, but I'm going to be spraying my brush with the Caudalie Grape Water just to make it show up a little bit more. So I'll be using the Anastasia brush A23, but spraying that with the grape water and applying that to my cheeks. Lastly, to finish off this look, I'm going to do my lips. I'm going to be using the Sephora Collection lip liner in the shade Nude. And then after I line my lips with this and fill them in, I'll be using the Marc Jacobs lip gloss in the shade Love Buzz. Alright you guys, so this is the final look I created today. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up and I will see you guys in my next video.